welcome back to my channel. We've done it. We've reached the end of another year. Thank God. It's been an interesting year. I've long since stopped trying to figure out what each year is going to bring because I can never come close to what is actually going to happen. I would never have guessed at the beginning of this year that I would be getting my gallbladder removed, that I'd break another toe. I did not imagine I'd lock myself and my sister's cat in the hallway for 2.5 hours at 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's just the last few months of the year. I have a bulging disc in my lower back. My cat's on medication now. And I both made progress at the gym and went back to square one in half the time. It has been a year, but we're alive, we're here, and that's what matters. But something that has changed this year that I'm okay with is my outlook. I'm a lot more positive this year. I have been a lot more positive this year than any other year before. I started looking at my life and the things I go through with a sense of humor, warped and twisted, but humor nonetheless. And because of that, I've allowed myself to enjoy more things than in the past. So I thought I'd share with you guys what it is that I discovered or rediscovered and enjoyed during the year. We have a lot to get through, but I promise it'll all be worth it. We're gonna start off with movies. First movie, holy crap, Avengers Infinity War. I mean, 2018 was definitely a year for Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm putting Avengers first because I've always been an ensemble cast more than anything, and it did give us that. I pouted a lot over the lack of Hawkeye, but that's because he's my original favorite from my comic book reading days. All the others that were thrown into this movie had me on the edge of my seat and loving every minute of it. Not gonna lie, the end made me cry, but a lot of movies do that, so we really shouldn't be surprised. Number 2, Black Panther. Dude, just such an amazing movie. Wakanda is a world I'd love to live in, and the humor in this movie just had no end. I loved Black Panther when he made his appearance in Civil War, and seeing him in his own movie just made it even better. The entire cast brought a performance that I've loved watching over and over, and I don't see that ever stopping. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to bring in the new year with like a Marvel marathon, especially since Infinity War is currently on Netflix. Not sponsored, but go watch it. Number 3, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I grew up with an older sibling who wanted to be a paleontologist and loved everything about dinosaurs. And I mean loved. How many 4-year-olds do you know can pronounce paleontologist and the scientific dinosaur names correctly? Yeah, that's what I grew up with. So when the Jurassic Park movies started coming out, you can bet I had to sit through each of them, even the bad ones, and even though we're all grown up, I got so sucked into that world that I had to go see Jurassic World when it came out, and I loved it. When Fallen Kingdom was released, I knew I had to see it, and it did not disappoint. Chris and Bryce work so amazingly together in the first Jurassic World, and seeing them again in the second one was just beyond words. The movie, I mean, I'm in love with Blue. Every time something happened to Blue, I was like, no, oh my god, don't kill her. It was just such a good movie, and I love it. Number 4, Ocean's 8. I am a fan of all the Ocean's movies. George Clooney, Matt Damon, yes. Brad Pitt, okay. I'm one of those people who I'll watch Brad Pitt, but I'm generally watching whatever I'm watching for someone else. Literally, I watch Troy for Eric Bana, and when his character gets killed, I stop watching the movie. I'm not joking with you. So when Ocean's 8 came out and it was an all-female cast, I just knew it was going to be amazing. And, you know, Helena Bonham Carter is my forever girl crush, and you got Sandra Bullock, and you got Anne Hathaway, and just Awkwafina and Rihanna, and just yes. So I loved it so much. Watching it was amazing, and the fact that they pulled off an even bigger job than the boys with fewer people made me so happy. I'm sure Danny was very proud of his little sister. Number 5 is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I grew up watching Disney movies and musicals, okay? I watched Cats, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera. It was what I grew up on, and I love it. When Mamma Mia came out, I was in heaven. I have no issues with making an idiot of myself in public, so singing in the middle of a crowded movie theater, you know I was all over that. When Here We Go Again came out, you know I was there for it. I believe we saw it at least twice. My sister saw it at least 8 times. And I know the soundtrack by heart. The actors in the movie gave great performances and sang straight into my heart. And I know that sounds corny, but it really was how it went. And like I said, I grew up on musicals. Disney, you can't watch Disney movies without singing because they're Disney movies. So it was just, if it's a musical and it's good, you know I'm watching it. Number 6 is Outlaw King. It is very rare for a Netflix original to make it onto any list of mine, unless I did one on things that annoy the crap out of me. But Chris Pine playing Robert the Bruce, the accent, the acting, I'm not gonna lie, the nudity, that man. And the way they told the story was amazing. I was learning things about Robert the Bruce I didn't know before. And I'm part Scottish and a history buff, so it was definitely my type of thing. You all know I love period pieces. And it was amazing. All of the acting was great. The casting was perfect, and I am so going to be watching it so many times. Maybe it won't be a Marvel New Year. Maybe I'll just like make a long list of all the movies I want to watch over and over again and just binge them. Netflix, I'm looking at you this New Year. And our last movie, number 7, this was an add-on, that is why it's coming in last instead of up towards the top of the list where it should be. And our last movie is Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. You all know me, Harry Potter, grew up, love it, amazing, yes. There is a chance I know more about Harry Potter than the people who played the characters. Definitely not more than JK, but the actors probably. Crimes of Grindelwald did so many things. It showed us that even if your house is, even if your family is all rotten apples, you can still be the good one. It brought back Dumbledore in a way where I can like him again, because by the end of the Harry Potter movies, I hated Dumbledore. I'm not gonna lie. By the end of the books, by the end of the movies, I hated him. But seeing him in Crimes of Grindelwald, it was just, it gave you a new side of him, which doesn't forgive everything he did in the Harry Potter movies and books, but it gives you a new side of him that is, it's easier to embrace him again, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It gave us a new side to Newt by meeting his brother and watching Tina and Queenie get divided over their opinions, and poor Jacob, I just wanted to hug him. Nicholas Flamel, yes. He was just, yes. Okay, he was, yes. And I can't wait for the next installments of the movie simply because of all that. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know where it's going. And next category, YouTube. All the channels I'm going to be mentioning are going to be linked down in the description below because I have to share these guys. They are in unintentional alphabetical order, but that's because I took them off my subscriptions list, so sorry about that if you're annoyed by things like that. I didn't mean to do it, it's just how it came out. So they're not in order of like absolute faves to, you know, okays, but I love all of them and that's why they're being mentioned. First one is Bobby Duke Arts. This year, I have been watching so many crafting videos. I've been watching, you know, DIYs, sculpting, clay, wood, resin, you name it. I've been watching a lot of it. And top of the list when it comes to those videos is Bobby Duke Arts. This man is out of his freaking mind, but I love him so much. He works with woods, metals, pretty much anything he can get his hands on. He turned a bolt into a tiny sword. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on screen now, but he turned a bolt into a tiny sword. It was so cool. He made a pencil out of a pencil out of a pencil. I mean, I can't, he's awesome. So, you know, I love him so much. He is definitely at the top of that category for me anyway. Next up is Danica Sills. I'm the type of artist that's always looking for new ways to create, and I've always loved watercolor. I've never really been able to get into it, mainly because I hate mess and am so impatient it's not even funny. But watching Danica's work over the last year has been a real eye-opener to just how simple it is to get into new types of art and ways to get around what you think will stop you. She has a way of just I mean, I can't even really put into words what it is. It's just her work. It just captures my attention, and I love it so much. Number 3 brings us to another thing that I've been loving this year, and that is body painting and SFX makeup. And top of the list for that is Glame&Gore. If you don't know who Mikey is, please go look up her channel. She is backcrap crazy, first of all, hilarious, and one of the most genuinely talented people I've ever come across on the internet. There is no filter with her. She doesn't care, you know, she's straight up and open with you, and her work is second to none in my opinion. She is amazing. I love her personality, I love her work, and if I ever got to meet her, I think I'd be in heaven. Next up, we have Heath Knuckles. He's like Bobby Took. He's a multimedia crafter. His medium of choice is wood mixed with resin, and the things he can create with those two simple mediums is just, and occasionally some coloring added in, it's breathtaking. And honestly, owning one of his originals is a goal of mine someday. Just like Bobby, but it's just, yes. Number 5 got me a lot of strange looks from my family, but that's okay. Number 5 is Lucas the Spider. If you don't know who Lucas is, I demand you click on the link and go right now. Just go. I am slowly overcoming my phobia of spiders, and Lucas is such a huge part of that. I'm not even kidding. He's adorable, and you just want to snuggle him, and he's so cute, and he finally made a friend, and I'm so happy, and oh, just go watch him. Number 6 is Made You Look. Lex is another body painter who tends towards straight body paint works, but she does add in SFX makeups when she wants. And what she can do with simple paints, eyeshadows, and makeup brushes is mind-blowing. Like, I look at that and I'm like, I can't even do that on paper. Forget it myself. It's so awesome. And if I could get her and Mikey in a room together, 1, the world would end. 2, it would be amazing. Number 7 is Insomniacs Dream, another body painter who I absolutely love. Her attitude, her humor, she's literally like so bubbly, it's adorable. I always come back to her videos just because I love watching her. I just love listening to her. She's one of those people where she could literally be sitting there twiddling her thumbs the entire time, and as long as she's talking and being adorable, I would keep watching it. Last but not least, Russell Howard. Mr. Russell Howard is a British comedian that has me in stitches every time I watch something of his. He has no time for bullshit or posturing. He works real life drama into his routines and somehow makes the world look just a little bit brighter than it actually is. Does he admit that it is all shit? Yes, he does. But it doesn't stop him from looking on the brighter side, even if he has to get shit covered while he's doing it. You will not regret watching Russell. He has got a live stand-up on Netflix. Again, not sponsored. But he's got a stand-up on Netflix. Go watch his YouTube channel. You will not regret it. Second to last category we have is television. I'll admit, I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore unless I'm doing my writing. And even then, it's bare minimum. There's just a lot on TV these days that I don't see the point of, but I do have a few that have captured my attention. Number 1, and what my family is currently enjoying because it is on for 12 days straight, The Incredible Dr. Pol. Who knew a show about a small and large veterinary clinic could hold my attention for more than a single episode? But the doctors and the staff at Pol Clinic not only know what they're doing, they also know how to do it with a smile, a laugh, and a positive attitude to never give up until all options are spent. And Doc Pol himself, he may be in his late 70s, but damn, some of the things he does I couldn't have done in my... I'm trying to remember when my prime was. I don't think I had it. But I couldn't do it now, and I'm only 28. He is amazing, and if I ever lived in Michigan, he would be who I would take my pets to. It doesn't matter how far I'd have to travel, I would take my pets to him. Another show I've been loving is Dateline Uncovered. I love true crime, and Dateline is definitely one of those I really get into. Occasionally I'll see cases I remember hearing about in the news when they were actually happening, but never followed through with until the end because I didn't watch the news regularly back then, and to finally see what happened and who did it is always awesome. I love solving the mystery. Number 3 goes right along with Dateline, and it is Snapped and Killer Couples, both Snapped shows, you know what I mean. They're true crime, that pull you in and don't let go. I mean, I have this habit where I'll start watching something, but then I'll get distracted by something else. It does not happen with my true crime shows. Anytime I have a true crime show on, you know I'm going to be watching it. And Snapped and Killer Couples, it just pulls you in, and you want to know how it ends before you look away. Number 4, our very last one. I can't believe this is not going on my list. Young Sheldon. I am the first to admit I can't stand Big Bang Theory. I don't know why. It has its funny points, the actors are good, but I can't stand the show. However, young Sheldon has wormed its way into my heart, and I think Ian Armitage, who plays young Sheldon, is to thank for that. He's so adorable, and he plays Sheldon so well, it's impossible not to like it, at least some. And because it's on after Big Bang Theory, I have to sit through that, so you're welcome, CBS. And our final category, shockingly, is random. Just bits and bobs that don't really fit into anything else that I really want to talk about. And first up is Halo Beauty by Tati Westbrook. Tati Westbrook, also known as Glam Life Guru on YouTuber, is an entrepreneur who has come out with supplements for your hair, skin, and nails. The original Halo is for all 3 of these problems, and most recently she came out with the Kiwi Seed Booster, which targets only skin. I've always had issues with all 3 of these areas, but my skin is my biggest problem for as long as I can remember. And since I started taking the Kiwi Booster, I've had a lot less breakouts, less problem areas, and my skin is much clearer. You guys may have noticed, I don't know. I mean, I still have my red patches, but that's genetics. Not just on my face either. This works for the entire body. Anywhere you have skin, this supplement will help, and I'm so grateful for it because it has just been something I've battled with my entire life. I mean, even my breakouts on my back are less. And I absolutely love it. I haven't posted a before and after pic yet for Tati to share, but that's only because the beginning and the end of my each bottle for me comes around period time, and it ain't a good time for me. Number 2 is Twitch. As we all know, I'm sure, YouTube has been messing with things lately and making it harder for anyone to build if they aren't already a huge presence on the site, which includes me. Twitch is a website and an app that has opened a new door for people to get content from their favorites on YouTube without having to worry about ads or views or anything like that. I haven't streamed myself, but I do enjoy watching my personal favorites over there, and I see myself enjoying it for a long time. Of course, I will continue to upload on here, but eventually I may start streaming on Twitch if people are interested. I could literally do a stream of walking through character creation, and that would be a stream. That would be a hell of a stream. Number 3, Hogwarts Mystery. Oh my god. We all wanted it. We all wanted an interactive Harry Potter game, and we got it. I've been playing Hogwarts Mystery since it came out, and I haven't looked back since. It's amazing. The game is built off of the choices you make, and it's so interactive. I love solving the puzzles and sneaking around the castle, cheesing off teachers, and messing with Filch. Actually, that one's probably my favorite part, to be perfectly honest with you. You get so into it, or at least I get so into it, that when you get in trouble with a teacher, you're literally sitting there like, oh my god, I'm in trouble, I did something wrong. It's more than I could have hoped for, and the further along I get in the game, the better and more enjoyable it is. I'm currently in my 5th year, so I'm close to the end of it, and I can't wait to see where the climax of the game goes. It's so awesome. Number 4 is a train I am very late to, but Funko Pop figurines. I recently just got my first 3, and I'm in love with them. The idea that you can have a huge collection of basically any character you can think of is amazing. And since they're all the same size for the most part, and in evenly shaped boxes, storing them and showing them off is so much easier. I love being able to look at my collection, however small it may be at the moment, and seeing Sirius Black, Yoda, and Tinkerbell hanging out together and looking back at me. I mean, who doesn't want a Yoda bobblehead? I mean, and Tinkerbell, me and Tink, we go back, and I mean, Sirius is, it's Sirius, shut up. Number 5, Impress Press-On Manicure from Kiss. I hate my nails, plain and simple. I can't stand them. They're always peeling, breaking, splitting, and nothing I have ever done helps. So when I found false nails that didn't require going to a salon and making my own nails even worse, I was interested. These nails come in a pack of 30 nails with so many sizes and accent nails for any style, event, or occasion. The adhesive is really good. You can shower with them on after only a few hours. They can be worn for up to 7 days. It's not suggested to wear them longer than that. And they come off no problem. I've been wearing them. You've seen in the past, a couple of videos. I've been wearing them for a few months now. I'm hooked. I'm constantly looking for new styles and designs. Love them so much. The only reason I'm not wearing them now is because the ones I had on for Christmas came off already. But that's my luck. So number 6 is really kind of random, and it goes with number 7, but we'll start with number 6, and that is cold showers. I know, random, but it's the random category. So I started taking cold showers because I'm very prone to hot flashes every time I shower. Every single time I shower. So I thought turning the water colder a bit would help, not to mention it does amazing things for my hair's health. And then I got highlights added, and knew cold water was the best way to make them last, so I started using colder and colder water until now it's hardly warm at all when I shower, and it's amazing. I mean, warm showers are great, yeah, but there's just something about getting into a cold shower where it's like just invigorating and it feels so good. I still have hot flashes from time to time, but that's my body, and I've given up fighting it for the most part. I mean, now I basically only have hot flashes when I decide I need to shave, and that doesn't happen very often. Number 7 is my exfoliating cloth in the shower. On top of my colder showers is this exfoliating cloth. I've always tried to exfoliate as best I could. I was using a shower brush, but only the exfoliating one. But the only exfoliating one I could find was a bit too rough in some areas, like my neck and my upper back. And that's when my sister suggested trying the cloth that she uses. And I haven't stopped since. This thing gets into every area you need cleaned, you know, all of them. And it exfoliates so perfectly without being too harsh on those softer areas. I love it so much, and I don't think I will ever stop using it. Number 8 is a jewelry company, actually, which is odd coming from me. But it is called Moonlight Mystery. And it sounds like a game, I know, but it's not. It's the jewelry company that makes amazing rings, necklaces, pendants, bracelets, you name it, they probably have it. I've gotten 4 rings so far, 4 rings you've all seen. I'll put their pictures up on screen because obviously I'm not wearing them. And a pendant for my Nana for Christmas that she absolutely loves, and I have yet to be disappointed with these products. The work and the care put into each piece is well worth the price tag, and they are showing no signs of wear, even though I wear them basically every day. I love each piece I've gotten. My grandmother loves her pendant, and I can't wait to get more of them because they're just so awesome. And that is my 2018's favorites. I know it's long, but it's been a better year than most, and I'm still here, and all of these things helped me get there, and I'm very grateful for all of it. Anything that has a link that I can give you guys will be down in the description below. Like I said, all the YouTube channels are going to be down there. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments. Let me know what some of your 2018 favorites were. As always, all of my social media handles will be down in the description below, along with my blog if you want to read the post that goes along with this video. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It means the world to me that you guys like my videos and that you like my content and you want to come back for more. Turn on the notification bell so you get notifications every time I upload. Make sure your settings for your notification bell is on all, not just for me, but for everyone you follow, even though it probably doesn't work. This is our last video of the year. So I will see you guys in 2019 with a brand new hosting schedule of Wednesdays and Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you all next year. Bye.